Hi, good morning. Okay, into this topic, we'll be talking about something I kind of, jumped upon. So, a friend of mine reached out to me yesterday and was like, someone said that it doesn't matter if you are matured, it doesn't matter if you don't have money, it doesn't matter if, you are not ready for marriage, but as long as you love the person involved, you should just get married. That the only thing that matters in the relationship, the only thing that matters in marriage, it's just love. Well, I disagree, and I think while in as much as I understand where the person is coming from, I think if that is not well detailed or not explained further, it will push a lot of persons into error. You should not get married just because you love somebody. Like, it's not like if you love somebody, then get married. Nope, that's not how it works. Okay, first of all, for a guy, a man, Bible makes us understand that a man who is unable to provide for his family, that he is worse than infidel. That is to say, a man who is unable to provide for his family, he is worse than someone who cheated. That is to say, a man should be able to afford things for his family, to make provisions. So if you are a guy and you are unable to meet some necessary provision requirements for yourself, your wife, and even your kids, then you should not get married just because you love somebody. If not, you're going to run into trouble, a lot of trouble. One, you will suffer, your wife will suffer, your kids will suffer. You get. Then for a lady, God said it is not good for a man to be alone, right? So he made for him a helpmeet, someone who has capacity to help. That is to say, for a lady, a woman, you should be able to bring something to the table. You should be able to impact something. You should have something. That means there has to be a level of preparation, a level of maturity, a level of how do I put it? Involvement, right? So you should not just marry because you love somebody. You should look at yourself first and understand, what can you bring to the table? What can you offer this person that you love? If not, it will be a disaster. It will be a disaster. Well, let's leave this part. If you're not matured mentally, how would you even understand categorically that this love, what you call love, that it's not lost? How would you even understand that this relationship is actually right if you are not matured to some certain level? So I wonder, how would you say someone who is immature should marry because they love somebody? Do you not think that love is actually an immature love if the person is not matured? Now, speaking of maturity, you don't have to, be old. Come on, maturity is not by age. However, you have to be emotionally matured. Some level of emotional intelligence. You have to know what you want for yourself. Even if you don't have the full picture, you should know the first two steps to take, right? Good. Then mentally, you don't have to go to a university to be matured, even in secondary school, even if it's primary school, but then you should be able to relate, because if not, you will run into misunderstanding with your spouse over and over and over again. So I say, don't marry because you love somebody. Don't just run into it. Make sure you are ready to be married. And then the cliche that if you love somebody, marry a person. Come on, love was never a requirement for marriage, right? It wasn't a requirement. Actually, it was a commandment. You love who you have married. If you love her before marriage, good and fine. But the truth is, whether you didn't love her, whether it was an arranged marriage, but the moment the two of you are now one, you love who you marry. Love is a commandment in marriage, not necessarily a requirement for